Have you ever wondered where your money goes the furthest or where it disappears the fastest? Today, we're taking you on a journey around the world to discover the most expensive places to live on planet Earth. But that's not all. Stay with us because in the second half of this video, we'll reveal the cheapest countries where you can live like royalty on a budget. And if you watch until the very end, you'll discover the #1 cheapest country in the world where your dollar stretches further than you ever imagined. From luxury Swiss apartments to affordable Southeast Asian paradises, we'll show you real numbers, real stories, and real costs. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's explore the highest and lowest cost of living countries together. Part 1. The most expensive countries. Let's start with the countries that will make your wallet cry. These are the top 10 most expensive places to call home. But we're not starting at #1. We're counting down backwards, building up to the most expensive country on Earth. 10. Australia. Coming in at number 10, we have Australia. The land down under isn't just known for kangaroos and beautiful beaches. It's also known for seriously high living costs. In major cities like Sydney and Melbourne, a single person needs around $2,800 to $3,200 per month to live comfortably. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center costs about $1,500 to $2,000 monthly. And if you want to grab a coffee, that'll be $5, mate. Why is Australia so expensive? Well, it's geographically isolated, which means importing goods costs more. Plus, wages are high, which drives up prices across the board. The minimum wage is over $15 per hour, which sounds great, but everything else costs more too. But here's the thing. Australians enjoy an incredible quality of life. Free healthcare, excellent education, stunning natural beauty, and over 300 days of sunshine in many areas. You're paying for paradise, and many say it's worth every cent. Fun fact, Australia has some of the highest rental prices in the world, but also some of the highest average salaries, making it a balancing act for residents. 9. United Kingdom. At number 9, we have the United Kingdom, a country rich in history, culture, and opportunity, but also one of the most expensive places to live, especially if you're eyeing London. The capital city consistently ranks among the priciest cities in the world, and its costs can take some getting used to. Living in London as a single person typically costs around $3,000 to $3,500 per month, excluding rent. Renting a one-bedroom flat in the city center can set you back anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500 per month. A simple meal at a casual restaurant costs about $20, while a monthly transport pass will cost nearly $200. And don't even get us started on nightlife. Pints of beer in central London often go for around $7, though in smaller towns, the same pint might cost half that. Clearly, location matters enormously in the UK. So why is it so expensive? One major factor is housing supply, particularly in London. The city has experienced years of skyrocketing demand that far exceeds the availability of apartments, pushing rents and property prices ever higher. Brexit has also played a role, making many imported goods more expensive. And over the past few years, energy costs have soared, affecting everything from heating to electricity bills. But the UK isn't just about the costs. It comes with major benefits. Residents have access to the NHS, one of the world's most renowned healthcare systems. Students can attend top-tier universities like Oxford, Cambridge, and University College London. History buffs will love living surrounded by castles, museums, and centuries-old landmarks, while culture enthusiasts can enjoy theater in the West End, music festivals, and a diverse culinary scene. London, in particular, is a global hub, offering connections to virtually every corner of the world, perfect for work, travel, and networking. And here's a quirky tidbit. The price of everyday items varies drastically depending on where you live. That $7 pint in London? Head just a few hours outside the city and you might pay less than half. It's a reminder that even in an expensive country, location makes all the difference. So, while living in the UK, especially in London, can be pricey, it's also a place where you can experience world-class culture, history, and opportunities, all while living in a country that's truly connected to the globe. For those who value access to culture, education, and international experiences, the high costs can feel like a fair trade. 8. New Zealand. Coming in at number 8 is New Zealand, an island nation at the bottom of the world that seems almost too beautiful to be real. From snow-capped mountains in the South Island to the golden beaches and lush forests in the north, New Zealand offers scenery that's truly world-class. It's no wonder the country often shows up in travel magazines, adventure documentaries, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings. But, as you might have guessed, living here doesn't come cheap. In cities like Auckland and Wellington, monthly expenses for a single person typically run from $2,600 to $3,000. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center costs around $1,400 to $1,700 per month, while groceries can easily add $150 per week. Eating out, catching a coffee, or grabbing a pint, those costs add up fast, especially in bigger cities. So why is New Zealand so expensive? The main culprit is its geographic isolation. Everything, from electronics to fresh fruit, either has to be imported or produced locally in small quantities, which drives prices up. The population is small, so there's less competition to push costs down, and housing demand, especially in Auckland, has exploded while supply hasn't kept pace. That combination has made New Zealand one of the priciest places to rent or buy property in the Pacific region. Despite the cost, life here comes with major perks. Residents enjoy pristine natural landscapes, from fjords and glaciers to rainforests and rolling farmland. Outdoor enthusiasts have endless options: hiking the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, skiing in Queenstown, surfing at Raglan, or simply exploring the stunning coastal drives. The country consistently ranks high in global quality of life indexes, thanks to its low crime rate, friendly communities, excellent work-life balance, and a strong emphasis on well-being. Many locals will tell you that being surrounded by this kind of natural beauty makes the high living costs worthwhile. And the quirks don't stop there. Here's a fun fact: New Zealand has more sheep than people, roughly 5 sheep for every person. Yet, ironically, lamb remains surprisingly expensive, showing that even in a country full of natural abundance, some things still come at a premium. Another interesting point is the pace of life. Despite higher costs, New Zealanders value quality of life over material wealth. The culture encourages enjoying simple pleasures like hiking, weekend trips, and spending time outdoors. Cities are smaller and more walkable than in many countries, and commuting stress is minimal compared to bigger global metropolises. It's a lifestyle that's hard to put a price on. Finally, for those considering moving, New Zealand offers excellent healthcare and education, access to a robust public transportation system, and plenty of community support networks, especially in small towns. If you love adventure, nature, and a slower pace of life, it might just make the extra costs feel like a fair trade. So yes, New Zealand is expensive, especially in cities like Auckland and Wellington. But with its stunning landscapes, outdoor adventures, welcoming communities, and unmatched quality of life, it's one of those places where spending a little more might actually be worth it, for both your wallet and your soul. 7. Denmark. Coming in at number 7 is Denmark, often hailed as the happiest country on earth. But as the saying goes, happiness doesn't come cheap, and in Denmark, that's very much true. Living in Copenhagen costs around $2,700 to $3,200 per month for a single person. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center will set you back about $1,500, and dining out isn't exactly budget-friendly. A simple meal at an inexpensive restaurant costs roughly $25. Public transport is relatively reasonable at about $100 per month, but that's thanks to the city's world-class infrastructure and efficient transit systems. So why is life in Denmark so expensive? The biggest factor is high taxes. Income taxes in Denmark can reach 50% or more, which sounds intimidating, but these taxes fund a comprehensive social welfare system. In return, residents enjoy free healthcare, free education, including university, generous parental leave, robust unemployment benefits, and strong pensions. Essentially, while your upfront expenses are high, you get access to world-class services and security, something many countries can only dream of. But Denmark isn't just about money, it's about quality of life. The Danish concept of hygge perfectly captures their approach to living, emphasizing coziness, contentment, and enjoying the little things. Danes consistently enjoy shorter working hours, excellent work-life balance, and strong social support systems, which is why they repeatedly rank among the happiest people in the world. Here's a fascinating tidbit. Cars in Denmark are about twice as expensive as in the US due to heavy taxation. But here's the silver lining. Denmark offers incredible public transport and bike infrastructure, so owning a car is rarely necessary. In fact, many Danes commute by bike year-round, rain or shine, making it one of the most eco-friendly and active countries on the planet. And beyond infrastructure, Denmark also shines in safety, community, and environmental consciousness. Clean streets, accessible parks, low crime, and a culture that values sustainability make daily life feel secure and enjoyable, even if the costs are high. So yes, Denmark may strain your wallet, but it rewards you with something more valuable: happiness, safety, comfort, and a society built around people, not profits. Living here is a reminder that sometimes paying more upfront gives you a richer life experience in the long run. 6. Luxembourg. Taking the sixth spot on our list is Luxembourg, a tiny country that packs a big punch. Nestled in the heart of Europe, Luxembourg may be small in size, but it's one of the wealthiest nations in the world and a major hub for international finance. Living costs here are high, especially in Luxembourg City. A single person can expect to spend $2,800 to $3,300 per month. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center averages around $1,800 to $2,200, while dining out costs $25 to $30 per meal. Monthly groceries typically add up to about $500, making everyday life noticeably more expensive than in neighboring countries. So why is Luxembourg so pricey? There are a few key reasons. The country has one of the highest GDP per capita figures in the world, reflecting its wealth. Luxembourg is home to hundreds of international banks and financial institutions, creating high demand for housing and services. Its tiny land area means space is limited, driving property and rent prices up. Despite the costs, life in Luxembourg comes with major perks. Salaries are excellent. The environment is multilingual and cosmopolitan, and the country's Central European location makes travel to France, Germany, Belgium, and beyond incredibly easy. Luxembourg also boasts top-tier infrastructure, low crime, and a high quality of life. In fact, many people choose to live in nearby countries where costs are lower while commuting into Luxembourg for work. Here's a fun and mind-blowing fact. Luxembourg is so small that you can drive across the entire country in less than an hour, yet it's incredibly diverse, home to people from over 170 different nationalities. That's globalization on a tiny scale. Whether you're drawn by the high salaries, safety, or central location, Luxembourg proves that small size doesn't mean small opportunities, but be prepared for the steep cost of living. 5. Norway. Norway claims the fifth spot on our list of the most expensive countries in the world. This Scandinavian gem is renowned for breathtaking fjords, majestic mountains, and pristine wilderness. But it comes with a price tag that might make your jaw drop. In the capital, Oslo, monthly expenses for a single person typically range from $3,000 to $3,500. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is around $1,600 to $2,000. And everyday items can be surprisingly costly. Want a pizza delivered? Expect to pay about $30. A beer at a bar will set you back $12, and a Big Mac meal is roughly $15. Even small luxuries, like a haircut, can cost $50 or more. So why is Norway so expensive? There are a few reasons. Oil wealth has created a rich economy, but with it comes high wages and strict regulations, which push prices upward. Norway maintains a strong currency, so imported goods cost more. Taxes on alcohol, tobacco, and other items are very high. Labor costs are among the highest in the world, making services extremely pricey, from dining out to personal care. But living in Norway isn't just about the costs. It comes with incredible benefits. Residents enjoy free healthcare and free higher education, access to stunning outdoor spaces for hiking, skiing, and fishing, and some of the world's highest living standards. Norwegian society places a strong emphasis on equality, sustainability, and work-life balance, so people have time to enjoy life as much as they earn. And here's a mind-blowing fact. Norway's sovereign wealth fund, built from oil revenues, is worth over $1 trillion. That means, theoretically, every Norwegian is a millionaire. A fun piece of trivia that highlights just how wealthy this tiny nation is. Whether you're drawn to the majestic fjords, the cozy cities, or the outdoor adventures, Norway's high prices are balanced by a quality of life that few countries can match. It's expensive, but for many, it's worth every penny.
4. Iceland. Iceland lands in 4th place on our list of the most expensive countries in the world. This stunning volcanic island, straddling Europe and North America, is famous for its dramatic landscapes. Think geysers, glaciers, and volcanic craters. But it's also notorious for being extremely pricey. Despite having a small population of just over 370,000 people, the cost of living here can take your breath away. Living in Reykjavik, the capital, costs roughly $3,200 to $3,800 per month for a single person. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center averages around $1,900, and groceries are shockingly expensive. For example, a gallon of milk costs about $7, and even basic vegetables can cost 2 to 3 times more than in other countries. Eating out is equally pricey, with a simple meal at a restaurant often costing as much as a full dinner in other parts of Europe. So why is Iceland so expensive? A few factors come into play. The country imports almost everything except for fish and lamb, which drives up costs. With a small population, there's a limited economy of scale, meaning prices for goods and services are naturally higher. While energy is cheap thanks to Iceland's geothermal power, this doesn't offset other expenses. Tourism has exploded in recent years, pushing up the cost of hotels, restaurants, and activities, especially in Reykjavik and popular natural spots. But high prices come with high rewards. Iceland offers breathtaking natural wonders like the northern lights in winter and the midnight sun in summer, experiences that are truly one of a kind. The country also boasts clean air, low crime rates, strong community bonds, and excellent healthcare and social services. It's no wonder Iceland consistently ranks among the happiest and safest countries in the world. And here's a quirky fact to impress your friends. Iceland has no mosquitoes. That means summer evenings can be spent outside without a single annoying bite, a rare luxury in most parts of the world. Whether you're a nature lover, an adventure seeker, or someone who values safety and community, living in Iceland comes with its challenges, but the experience is truly unforgettable.
3. Singapore. Number 3 takes us to Asia. Singapore, the tiny city-state, is Asia's most expensive country and third globally. Monthly living expenses range from $3,000 to $4,000 for a single person. However, rent is the real killer. A one-bedroom apartment in a central area costs $2,500 to $3,500 monthly. Cars are incredibly expensive due to government quotas, with a basic sedan costing over $70,000. Singapore's costs reflect its status as a global financial hub. Limited land area drives up property prices. The government controls car ownership through expensive permits to reduce congestion. Dining out ranges from cheap hawker centers at $5 to upscale restaurants at $50 or more. Singapore offers world-class infrastructure, exceptional safety, excellent healthcare, top education systems, efficient public transport, and a strategic business location. English is widely spoken, making it attractive to international professionals. The multicultural environment blends Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Western influences. Interesting detail, Singapore imports over 90% of its food and has no natural resources, yet it's one of the world's richest countries through strategic planning and trade. Despite its high costs, Singapore consistently ranks among the best places in the world to live. The government's strict policies keep the city clean, orderly, and extremely safe. Crime rates are among the lowest on the planet. Public transport is so reliable and extensive that many residents skip owning a car altogether, relying instead on MRT trains and buses that run like clockwork. The job market attracts thousands of expats every year. Global banks, tech companies, pharmaceutical firms, and logistics giants all operate major regional headquarters here. Salaries tend to be higher than in many other Asian countries, which helps offset the cost of living, especially for skilled professionals. Recreation in Singapore is surprisingly diverse. From the futuristic skyline of Marina Bay Sands to the lush tropical trails of MacRitchie Reservoir, the city seamlessly blends urban innovation with nature. Even though the country is tiny, residents enjoy beaches, botanical gardens, theme parks, and vibrant nightlife all within 30 minutes of each other. But perhaps the biggest charm of Singapore is its food culture. People here take eating very seriously. You can grab Michelin-rated noodles for under $10 or splurge on fine dining that rivals the best restaurants in the world. Food isn't just a necessity, it's part of the national identity. Overall, Singapore may be expensive, but most residents agree. The quality of life, safety, and endless opportunities make every dollar count. 2. Switzerland. At number 2 on our list, we have Switzerland, a country that has become almost legendary for its luxury, precision, and incredibly high cost of living. Nestled in the heart of Europe and surrounded by the breathtaking Alps, Switzerland looks like a postcard come to life. But living in that postcard comes with a serious price tag. Let's break down just how expensive daily life can be. In major cities like Zurich and Geneva, the cost of living ranks among the highest in the world. A single person can expect to spend anywhere from $4,000 to $5,500 every month, and that's being conservative. Housing alone takes a huge bite out of that budget. Renting a simple one-bedroom apartment in the city center typically costs between $2,500 and $3,500 per month. And that's not for anything extravagant, just a standard apartment in a good location. Everyday expenses don't provide much relief either. A quick lunch at a regular cafe or restaurant will set you back $25 to $30, while a basic cup of coffee can cost $5 to $7. Even public transportation, which is extremely efficient and reliable, isn't exactly cheap, with a monthly pass running around $90. So, why is everything so expensive? One major reason is Switzerland's powerful currency, the Swiss franc, which is consistently one of the strongest in the world. A strong currency makes imported goods and services pricier for residents and visitors. But that's just part of the story. Switzerland also has very high wages, especially for skilled workers, which pushes up the cost of labor, meaning restaurants, cafes, and services charge more to stay profitable. On top of that, Switzerland is famous for its exceptionally strict regulations and high-quality standards. Whether it's food, construction, healthcare, or transportation, everything must meet premium guidelines. This guarantees high quality, but it also means higher prices. Even restaurant meals often include built-in service charges that reflect the country's high labor costs. But despite these astronomical expenses, many people consider Switzerland worth every penny. That's because few countries can match the quality of life the Swiss enjoy. We're talking about a nation with world-class healthcare, a pristine natural environment, and almost unparalleled political stability. Crime rates are low, the education system is top tier, and the infrastructure is efficient, modern, and reliable. Whether you're riding the trains, hiking the mountains, or simply walking through the clean city streets, everything feels well organized and thoughtfully designed. Culturally, Switzerland is fascinating too. With 4 national languages, German, French, Italian, and Romansh, it's a small country with surprisingly diverse traditions and identities. And because it sits at the center of Europe, traveling to neighboring countries is incredibly easy. Before we wrap up, here's a fun fact. Switzerland has over 200 mountains that rise above 3,000 meters. That makes it a paradise for hikers, skiers, and outdoor enthusiasts. So even though your wallet might take a hit, your eyes and your Instagram feed definitely won't complain.
1. Bermuda. And finally, at number 1, we arrive at Bermuda, the crown jewel of expensive living. This tiny British territory, floating like a gem in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, isn't just beautiful, it's also the priciest place on the planet to call home. Imagine living somewhere where the turquoise waters shimmer under a subtropical sun, pink sand beaches stretch for miles, and yet the cost of a simple meal or apartment can make your jaw drop. That's Bermuda. The astonishing cost of living. For a single person, living in Bermuda costs anywhere from $5,000 to $6,500 per month, and that's before rent. If you're looking to rent a 1-bedroom apartment in a desirable area, prepare to shell out $3,000 to $4,000 every month. Even groceries feel like a luxury. A gallon of milk? $10. A loaf of bread? $9. Dining out isn't any easier. Expect to spend $40 to $60 per person for a standard meal at a restaurant. Monthly grocery bills can easily climb to $900 to $1,200. Why Bermuda costs so much? The reasons behind these astronomical prices are fascinating. First, Bermuda is an island with almost no local production. It imports 95% of everything, from food to furniture, clothes to cars. Every imported item comes with high shipping costs and import duties, driving up prices dramatically. Land is scarce too. Homes are limited, making real estate one of the most expensive in the world. Cars are restricted, and the ones that are allowed are heavily taxed. Interestingly, Bermuda doesn't have an income tax, so high prices act as an indirect way to fund the government and maintain its infrastructure and services. Living in paradise comes with rewards. But here's the thing, Bermuda is worth it. Beyond the costs lies a lifestyle that many dream of, but few can afford. The island offers pink sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and a subtropical climate that makes every day feel like a vacation. Bermuda has a strong, resilient economy built on insurance, finance, and international business, with infrastructure and healthcare standards on par with the UK. It's also a hub for international professionals who move temporarily to earn high salaries, enough to offset the extreme living expenses. Perhaps the most surprising detail? Bermuda boasts the highest per capita income in the world, over $120,000 annually. That level of wealth allows residents to enjoy this tropical paradise despite its sky-high costs. So, while Bermuda may demand the deepest pockets, it rewards its residents with stunning natural beauty, luxury, and a lifestyle that's almost impossible to replicate anywhere else on Earth. For those who can afford it, Bermuda isn't just a place to live. It's a dream you get to wake up to every day. So there you have it, the 10 most expensive countries on Earth. From the sun-soaked beaches of Australia to the turquoise waters of Bermuda, living in these places can burn through your wallet faster than you can say latte. Every little thing costs extra, from groceries to a night out. Even rent feels like a luxury investment. But now, let's flip the script completely. Imagine a world where you don't need thousands of dollars every month just to live comfortably. Picture this, a delicious meal for just $3, rent that barely dents your budget, and retirement savings that could last decades. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But it's not. In the next part of our journey, we're diving into the world's cheapest countries.
We'll explore them one by one, showing you how people live comfortably, happily, and even luxuriously without breaking the bank. From vibrant cities to tranquil beach towns, the cost of living will shock you, in a good way. And here's the best part. The #1 cheapest country in the world is saved for last. You're not going to want to miss it. It might even inspire your next adventure, move, or life hack. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and get ready, because the affordable dream life is about to begin.